Hi, sweet petites. It feels like forever. It's only been 2 weeks, but it feels like it's been forever. And, but I'm back with another edition of Wildly Inspired. And I've got some ephemera here. These are Heidi Swap. These are meant to be used with Color Shine sprays. And this is Mod Podge paper. I think they're called Mod Podgeables. And these are some rub-ons from Christy Tomlinson. I'm going to have to go, oh no, this is not. This is tissue paper. Yeah, this is tissue paper. So I'm going to use these things in my spread. I'm kind of going for, look, I ripped that. I suck. I'm kind of going for something really monochromatic, black and white. Yeah, not sure about sentiment. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Something about, there's a meme going around on Facebook about, you know, when they ask you at the end of your life, what did you do? I want to say I did love. That's kind of rocking my Pop-Tarts right now. So I might do something with that. I'm going to start with some matte medium. And I'm going to get some of these papers down. I just want to crumple the heck out of this to start, and then open it up and rip it into pieces. Now we're having the same issue as we've been having with this book. This book is really bulky. It's all full of all sorts of different ephemera. I've got lots and lots of these paper flowers in here, and that's making the book really bulky, but I'm just going to work with it. There may come a time when I like give up and I say, okay, this book is too thick. It's time to move on to another book, but I'm not there yet, so. Smoothing it out, and then this is a good time while the paper is still, or while the gel medium is still wet, to pull out a couple of sprays. I tend to use multiple colors of sprays at one time. I prefer that to just using one color. I find that a little bit boring. So I've got a turquoise. This is Calypso Teal. And I've got a pink here, this Funky Fuchsia. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll over that, and that's going to embed it into the gel medium. Now this won't guarantee a smear-proof piece, but it does help a lot. I know from experience because I do this a lot. This really helps to keep your sprays from smearing when you spray into wet gel medium. It's an awesome little tip for you. And I'm going to give this a really good dry, make sure all the layers are dry. And then I'll be back to keep on working. Alright, so I've got this pretty much dry, and I trimmed the edges just using a craft knife. And I've got my Beacon 3-in-1 quick dry adhesive. This is a really good glue. Look at me adding more bulk to this journal. What can I say? Gotta do what I gotta do. Just gonna hold that down so that it actually adheres to the surface. Generally at this point in the process I would put a layer of clear gesso, but I'm not feeling it necessary for this. This clear gesso lets me use different mediums on the surface, but I'm not really feeling that today. So we have a triad of little hearts here. And you just want that to dry so that they're not going anywhere. And then these are meant to be used with color shine sprays, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've got Heidi Swap Color Shine in Primrose. I feel like that's the right color. Yeah, and you can see there what it does is it picks up, there's a coating, a treatment on this that picks up the spray differently from the rest. See that? That's funky fun. Awesome. And then I just want that to dry enough so that, oh, it's pretty dry. So I'm going to go around it now with, this is the Stabilo All pencil. This is a pencil that's water soluble, works on absolutely everything. So I'm going to use it, oh, there's some wet glue there. So I'm going to use it to create kind of a drop shadow effect on these hearts. I want it to be quite messy. So I'm going to take a small brush now, a little bit of water on it, and I'm just going to scrub this Stabilo All pencil so that it has a chance to dissolve and just create some dimension. Really scrub that out. Now that pencil is water soluble, so once it's dry, it will not be waterproof. It will actually still react to water if you get it wet. So you want to be very mindful of that as you're working. But you can see how that just took something that was just some stuff glued down to a whole new level. It just really gave it a three-dimensional feeling. And you can go as far as you want with that. You can darken that area as much as you want to. And it just looks so super cool. And I think I want some punchinella. So I have some punchinella and I've got a stencil brush. I think what I'm going to do is stencil with gesso. This is what this is going to do, is create a ground that will take other mediums. So if I just use titanium white paint, which I might do, you know, in another piece, then anything I do over it, so if I glazed over it, it wouldn't really pick up the color. You'd get a glazing over it, but it wouldn't really pick up the color. This will actually pick up whatever color I decide to glaze it with. and it'll be really vibrant and really pretty. Liking that. I'm going to give that a quick dry. That's a really thin layer of gesso, so it should be dry already. And then I'm going to grab my other color shine. I only bought 2. I just want to try them. Now that I've tried them, I'm totally hooked. And I'm going to spray into the gesso. The gesso is going to pick up the pigment. Just blot that. Give that another shot. And then I'm going to dry this as well. Alright, I feel like all that's left at this point is to go ahead and put in my sentiment. I'm going to use a permapaque marker, and then I'll embellish all of the writing that I do. But what I really want is the words, at the end of your life, at the end of my life when they ask me, what did you do? I want to tell them I did love. I don't know who said it. I'm going to probably have to look it up to give an attribution. But it's all over my Facebook feed right now. So I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, make some lines with charcoal, because that is easily rubbed out, and those lines will kind of help keep my writing in control. So I'll just kind of make a bunch of lines. These can be scrubbed out when I'm done. And I'm eyeballing. They're about the same width. I'm not really worried about making it perfect. There. I'm not sure if you can even see. Yeah, you can see them. You can see those guidelines, hey? So, and then this is just a process of, writing. I'm going to use my own handwriting, and I'm going to do my best to fit everything in. use just some dots. Just want to clean that. That's got blue paint in it. There we go. So I'm just going to dot. And I think that's it. I'm not like terribly pleased with what happened over here with the pen. I'm just gonna try and beef up the black a little bit. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit of titanium white and a very fine brush and hope that I can get a really good outline on this. This always makes me nervous. I have like much more control with a pen than I do with a brush. That's working well. So now I know if I want to outline in white on color shine sprays, my best bet is to use white paint and a paintbrush, even though I find that a little bit tedious and difficult and hard to control. It's better to have an increased level of difficulty than to settle for something that's not really working for you. And it just wasn't bright enough for me on the color shine, so that's better, much better. Alrighty, and that is it for this edition of Wildly Inspired. I hope you had fun. I just want you to see the shimmery color shine in this. It's really pretty. I really love it. And so for this we used Mod Podge papers, Christy Tomlinson, coffee filter papers, dilution sprays, Stabilo all pencil, perma markers, Uniball Signo angelic color pen, a paint pen, some gesso, and yeah, and some color shine sprays. Yay, so much fun. Really enjoyed this. So much fun. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Big smooches. Bye.